J.L. Patrick, the sophomore.
JL does a unique hurdle, approach and hurdle called the hop hurdle. And we're going to see it on this reverse 2.5. Many of the women are using this hurdle. And we're going to hear more about it later from her coach, Jay LaRue from Texas A&M. This is a reverse 2.5 somersault. Watch the little hop. You saw the jump into the last step. Like I said, we're going to hear more about what's behind that type of hurdle and why it works so well. Beautiful reverse 2.5. This is one of her best dives, and it should pay off because she goes in vertically, she's nice and high, and she has a beautiful stretch.
A good dive and 69 points for the Aggie. Now the Big Ten Diver of the Year, Kelsey Bryant, the sophomore from Minnesota.
Kelsey Bryant just not even 10 points behind the leader, Anastasia Poznikova from the University of Houston. Kelsey Bryant, a sophomore at Minnesota. She was second on the 1 meter, and Kelsey Bryant is one of the fiercest competitors you will come across. She loves to perform well. She rises to the occasion. And that was such a dynamic jump off the springboard. The judges want to see the approach be smooth and flowing. In the starting position, good posture, but look how high she is when she jumps. She slightly miscalculates the entry into the water. And you see a little bit of splash right there as she just over-rotates. A slight mistake, but she should be rewarded for that beautiful jump.
A good dive, not a great dive, and she gets 69 points for that one. Anastasia Poznikova, our current leader, coming off an NCAA record in the 1 meter, native of Russia.
Poznikova is one of the most graceful artistic divers that you will ever run across. Her coach, Jane Figueredo, said she has come such a long way, and she is a very shy, almost stoic young woman. Very serious, but so beautiful and flowing. Watch this. Now that wasn't one of her best dives. I haven't seen her miss a dive like that in quite a while. I watched her do it in practice. She didn't miss it like this, and this scoots away from the springboard too far out. This will give Kelsey Bryant the first position going into the final round, just where Kelsey Bryant wants to be, and I know Poznikova will be very upset after that.
Uncharacteristic, and a total score of 57 on that dive. Three-meter diving results after 5 rounds. Kelsey Bryant of Minnesota has the lead. Anastasia Poznikova of Houston in second place, and J.L. Patrick of Texas A&M right now in third. Here's one of the 2 sophomore Aggies from College Station, Texas, J.L. Patrick.
J.L. Patrick, in my opinion, is one of the most talented women in the world. And she was third in the 1 meter contest. This would be, she's in third place right now. This would be amazing for her to be in the top 3 on both springboards because she hadn't been here before. This is a back 1.5 with 2.5 twist. Oh, that's pretty. It's a very pretty dive. She has very good acrobatic skills, twisting and somersaulting. And of course, that being 1.5 somersault with 2.5 twist, that's an asset that every diver wants to have. Nice last round dive. We'll just have to see what the rest of the field does that follow her.
They reward her with all 7s and a 60.2 point total on that dive. Here's Kelsey Bryant, the Minnesota Golden Gopher, currently in second place. Her sister Katie was a national champion. She is now in first place after the tabulation. So Here we go, down the stretch.
Yes, I say she was in first place because after the last round, she was in first place. And in order for her to continue to be in first place and to put the pressure on Anastasia Poznikova from the University of Houston, she needs to do a very good last round dive, which is one of her best dives, a forward 2.5 with 1 twist. A lot of times divers save their best dive, or one of them, for the last round so that they can do exactly what Kelsey Bryant is doing here. Put the pressure on the rest of the field if you're not the last diver. Oh, very nice. She really catapulted herself up in the air on every dive she did, and she continues to do that. It is amazing. Her feet weren't quite on the tip of the springboard, or she might have even gone up higher, but this is such a beautifully performed 2.5 somersaults, and then she does 1 twist. It's actually a double somersault, 1 twist, and then she dives in head first, and that should put some pressure on Poznikova. Poznikova is going to have to come up with a very good dive.
Will it be good enough to keep first place? 72 points on that dive, couple 8.5s for Bryant.
And that's her highest scoring dive of the contest.
Here we go, Anastasia Poznikova. Right now, a chance to win it. The Houston product, already NCAA record of the 1 meter. Here she goes in the 3 meter final dive.
She needs 9s on this dive in order to beat Kelsey Bryant. And Mark Taylor, the swimming coach at the University of Houston, said, I have the best diving coach in the world, and Anastasia Poznikova has improved so much that she is proving Jane Figueiredo to be one of the best diving coaches in the world. Let's see if she can get the 9s. Nope.
Not good enough?
Nope, not good enough. Kelsey Bryant will win this. This dive going in the water was over twisted. You're going to see both of her legs as she goes in the water. Right there, the twist as she goes in the water will prevent her from winning her 2nd title at the NCAAs, but Kelsey Bryant is a champion for the first time, and that is huge for her.
68.15 on that dive. Not good enough to win the championship, but Kelsey Bryant from Minnesota is celebrating. In 2nd place, Anastasia Poznikova from Houston, and in 3rd place, J.L. Patrick from Texas A&M. Here's Janet Evans with the 3 meter champ, Kelsey Bryant.
Kelsey, that was a great last dive. You had a lot of pressure on you. You put a lot of pressure on the other competitors. Tell me why you saved that dive for last.
I think it's my most consistent dive. And I mean, Wimbo's really in charge of what order my dives are. He knows what I can count on, so I think he puts my most consistent one last so we can count on it to do it like I did tonight.
And after you won, you went up and you hugged your parents. Tell me what it means to have their support here.
It's really awesome. You know, I moved away from home when I was 14. I actually moved to Purdue to train with Wimbo, and it's really cool to have them both here, and they always have supported me, and I couldn't have done it without them.
Absolutely. Congratulations. We're proud of you.
Thank you.